Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Georgia Louise and I am a girl in fantasy. I love all things fantasy related, that is films, books and artworks, but I mainly talk about films and photography because that is what I do and this is my journey of trying to pursue it. So today's video, because I'm not feeling 100% and we're kind of halfway through the year, so I thought let's do a recent reads little category. If you're new to my channel, I do different episodes like edit with me in my photography or my recent reads or a review to do with a new TV show, things like that. So please subscribe, like this video, and let's get to it. I do want to mention that this week has been pretty quiet with my photography and filming. If you're following me on social media, you will see I'm kind of reposting a little bit, but I do have a very exciting week coming up. So I thought let's do a week in a life. So please subscribe so you can watch that video. It's gonna be pretty fun. I haven't really filmed a week in a life video since the beginning of starting my channel. So I'm really looking forward to it. It is gonna be a hectic week. Yeah, stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed to see. So this video is my recent reads. I haven't been much of a reader since I was young. I only started reading the last couple of years. But I'm very much hooked on reading, and because I'm self-employed right now, I've been reading so much this year because I've got so much time. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys, my books are literally sitting right here. My recent reads from start of the year till now. The Secret Society of Irregular Witches. This one for me was a pretty slow read, but it was recommended to me by my friend. And honestly, I'm so thankful that she did, because yeah, it's a slow read, slow burn type of a thing. It's just really cozy. And I think once I hit that cozy mentality from summer into autumn, this was definitely a good read. It's about this young witch who wants to connect with other witches, really connect and have good friendships, deep, meaningful connections. When the hierarchy of witches, the older witches, they don't do that, and that's why they meet up once a month, every 3 months. She tries to connect with people and start a YouTube channel, but doing that connects her to these 3 little girls who are also witches but in a hidden house, and uncover their abilities, uncover the secret of why these 3 girls can be together but everybody else can't, type of a thing. And it's found family, which I love, and they do it in such a good way. There's so much good people and supportive network and the different banter. It's pretty fun. It's a good read. Then, because I watched Drive to Survive, you would know that I did a review on this. If you haven't seen the review, it is in my channel linked. Ross the Line is so freaking cute. I loved it. I'm obsessed with this. It was such a great read. They have good chemistry, good banter, dynamic. The dynamic between these 2 of friends that don't want to ruin what they have, but they also want to be together. I just adored it, and I read it so quickly, which was a shame, but I bought a second book. I bought her second book, Ride With Me, and I've just started it. Literally 2 days ago, I started this book, and I'm close to halfway because it's just so captivating. The way that she writes these characters and the story is so entertaining, and especially these 2, their banter, I'm so here for it. It is so exciting, and I'm just page 10, right? So I might do a review on this later. Stay tuned. Next, because it is winter now, and while I was picking these books up, it's autumn, and because of that, I've got a little dark romance. You would also see I did a review about this one as well. This is Phantasma. I loved it. It is Labyrinth meets Phantom of the Opera type of thing. It is dark, it is bloody, it's torture game, you know, but the way it's just so captivating and you just want to keep knowing what's going to happen, just page turn page. I literally read this thick ass book in 1 week. 1 week. So you can imagine how quickly I read this one. But yes, it's very entertaining. If you're not a fan of blood and killings, don't read it, but it is ghostly, it is hauntedly beautiful, it is spicy. The steaminess and the spice, mwah, chef's kiss. Then I bought a second book. I actually went almost 2 hours to get this book. Okay, to be fair, I went because it's a cool bookstore around Australia here. It's a good, cool, cute bookstore. It is different than I've seen and picked up the other books. Okay, so yeah, I drove 2 hours to get this, and I'm so glad I did. I actually enjoyed this one a lot more than Phantasma. This one just grips with found family and the banter between all of the characters. The dynamics between all of the characters is so different, but they are a family, so there are a lot of ties and history. Especially, they lived. Wait, what are they? Wraths. Mythical creatures. They are wraths, and they've lived for centuries. So you could imagine how much stories they have to tell, how much history they have, and I don't want to give too much away, but it is so grippingly good. I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with the characters. Rowan, I think, should be everybody's new book boyfriend. I think. Like, Blackwell is also everyone's book boyfriend. But I think Rowan a little bit more. I'm here for Rowan. I like him. So definitely check this one out if you like dark fantasies, found family, if you like mythology with necromancy and rats and demons and devils. It's all here. I love it. Oh, it's also given New Orleans vibes, just to put that out there. So yeah, definitely check this one out. It's fun. I liked it a lot. What else do I have? Oh, I just finished this one, Falling First. Yes, it's also an F1 inspired romance book, but I'm not a big fan. It took me a while to get into. I think just because her writing, I've been so used to reading books with dual POVs, and then having this one not be a dual POV, I think my head was like, I'm not sure how I feel about these characters and their chemistry. I didn't really feel their chemistry. I just thought the chemistry, and it's very thin. It is a thin book, so I didn't really think much of it, but their chemistry wasn't really there until it was like out in the open or whatever, and then I kept reading. I was like, okay, I can see their banter and how they connect, because I don't feel like they really like connect on a deep level. I just felt it was pretty surface level, but it was still a fun read, especially if you like Formula One. She's a communications officer, so it is different than Cross the Line when she's a social media person and she's communications officer. So you get to see a little bit more of behind the scenes, which I found pretty interesting. And like, she's 21 with a lot of anxiety, which I can relate to, of trying to pursue your career. So yeah, I enjoyed it a little bit more than I started enjoying it. So that was my recent reads, and now let's get to more books that I bought. I went a little crazy one day. I don't know why, but my mum and I were just like walking around in the shopping center, and you know what? I went into Big W, which is so like, Big W is kind of like a cheap Target or a Walmart or the works. I'm trying to give you different examples in different places that I relatively think kind of match. But anyway, it's a cheap store where you can get so many different things. I always beeline for the book area, and I picked up like 3 or 4 books that day. And so, yeah, here they are. I also want a bit more of a dark fantasy with a little bit of romance. I feel like I need to stay away from romance right now and just have fantasy adventures, which this has been on my list for many years, and I don't know why I haven't picked it up earlier, but it is pretty gloomy, so this I feel like is like the perfect time to read it. Belladonna. I don't know too much about it, but I'm just here for it. I'm curious about it. Then I picked up a romance. What can I say? I'm a sucker for romance. Which leads me to letting you guys know there is going to be another video about romance tropes. And I'll just give you guys a little sneak peek. I am obsessed with star-crossed lovers and forbidden love. I'm not sure about this book. I saw it and I was like, ooh, red flags. Okay, interesting. The cover is kind of cute. Like, look at them. They're kind of cute. So then I was like, I'm gonna have to read the blurb. When Poppy's friend challenges her to give a relationship a proper try, Poppy decides that Cam, her mysterious bus crush, could be the best option available, but Cam has been set in his own challenge. He's been banned from ending things with the next girl he dates, and that means he's ready to do whatever he can to put Poppy off. But sometimes the most unlikely matches spark. It got me enticing. I don't know why, it's giving me like rom-com early 2000s energy, so I thought, why not? And it was only like $10, so I think that was a good score. And then, guys, I feel like such a bad fan of authors because I've got 2 copies of Law, one signed and then one not signed, because one was in London, the other one was staying here because I couldn't bring it with me to London. And then I didn't realize she has another book. I did not realize she had another book. Silver in the Bone. Also have no idea what this is about. It is chunky, but like I've read Law, so it's fine. I was so obsessed with Law. It is dark, it is gripping, and now she's got another one, and like I have to read it, obviously. And another book that's on my list, The Naturals. The Naturals? Yeah. The Naturals. I did start reading this, but I didn't feel like I was in the right headspace to read it, especially coming off reading Good Girl's Guide to Murder. But I have to read her because I read her other books, the Inheritance Game trilogy. I literally have it like right there. That one's the greatest game, and I've obviously got games on top. But like I have all of her other books and I read them and they're so good, but I haven't read this one yet because honestly, I watch Criminal Minds and that gives me nightmares. So I thought I want to read this, but maybe sparingly because I don't want to have nightmares, because it's kind of Criminal Minds inspired, profilers, found family. Yeah. So I need to be in a good headspace to read this one, but I've got so many other books to read as well. And if you guys want, leave your book recommendations in the comments below. I would love to see what you guys are reading and what you have read, what you would recommend, what books you have coming up. How many books do you have on your list? Because I don't really have a to be read list. And if I did, I know it's going to be like so long. So I'm trying to just pick books out if I like, you know, feel a connection to the book that time I see it in a bookstore, you know? Like Belladonna. That was been on my list for so many years and I've gone in bookstores and I've seen it, but I've never really like thought this is the time I'm going to read it until now. So that's the same. If you guys have a list, let me know how long that list is and if you could possibly read it in the next 6 months, because I might do another video 6 months later and see how I went with books, because I can imagine it's going to be crazy if I keep up the way that I am reading books right now. If I'm reading books the same in another 6 months, I don't know where to put them. Honestly, I do not have a bookshelf. I literally have a little storage compartment here on my bedside to fit all of these books in. I've got more books downstairs next to my DVDs. It's wild. Also, if you like DVDs, I have a video where I organize my DVDs if you guys want to check that out. I might do another one coming up because I haven't done my childhood DVDs in ages. And I mean like Disney, Barbie, Bratz, those type of DVDs. I haven't fixed them or even looked at them in a couple of years. So I might do another video about that. If you guys want to see it, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that is my recent reads that I've read in the last 6 months or so. Honestly, it's probably shorter because I've had a lot of time. I've had a lot of time to myself. And yeah, books are just so entertaining. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I would love to see your comments. Bye.